say, kids, what time is it?
Hey folks, Keith here again with another quick news brief. I rarely go on LinkedIn these days. It used to be kind of like Facebook for grown-ups, as a friend of mine once put it, but now it's like it's for telemarketers and upsellers and spammers, and it's just brutal. And it was one of those things where I see like I have these like, badges like, you have 80 unread notifications or whatever. So I went in real quick and I saw this in this column here to the right. There was the headline that Spielberg signed a deal with Netflix 12 hours ago, updated 12 hours ago. I did not see this. So I had to follow it up, and it led me here to this article from The Verge from yesterday. Netflix could get some sweet Steven Spielberg action via a new Amblin Partners deal. So Steven Spielberg's been one of these classic filmmakers who's been very outspoken against streaming services and the taking away the movie theater experience and cheapening the movie industry. Nobody should be watching a movie on a fucking phone or a fucking tablet or a computer or, these new LEDs and these 4Ks and whatnot, they're beautiful, these OLED TVs, but it's still not a movie theater. And here's my complaint with the streaming thing. You could have a 45-foot screen in your McMansion if you're so inclined. You're still not in a movie theater. You're surrounded by the distractions of home. The dog needs to go out. The phone's ringing. You're hungry. You get up. You can pause it and go to the bathroom. Whatever. There's just all these factors. When you go to a movie theater, it's an immersive experience. Well, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be an immersive experience, but, you get the clowns in there with the phones and whatnot. But it really is supposed to be an escape. We go to the cinema to escape for 2 hours. We forget about our life. We leave it outside the door. We go sit in the dark, and we get our senses assaulted with pictures and sound, right? Well, even Steven Spielberg has decided to cave in. Now, of course, you go on the where's my cursor? There it is. You go on the LinkedIn and you look at some of the comments underneath, and you see like, I hate this word, the pivot. Others know when to pivot, and it's all these people, congratulating him for kind of seeing the light and going to streaming, and that's the way. And yeah, it's the way to money, quick, easy money. I mean, when Netflix is buying you up front, they're giving you the money up front, right, to produce a couple of films. What does it hurt, right? And let's face it, Steven Spielberg is one of the greatest directors of all time, but somewhere along the line, he ceased to be Steven Spielberg, and he became Steven Cheeseburg. So let's take a look at this article. It says here, Netflix announced a new feature deal with Amblin Partners on Monday. Whoa, hey there. The film studio started by acclaimed director Steven Spielberg. Amblin Partners will produce multiple feature films per year for the streaming service, some of which could theoretically be produced, developed, and directed by Steven Spielberg. And there's the key. Theoretically. My guess is he's going to produce it, and he's going to pass the buck to somebody else to direct. Along with the announcement, Spielberg shared his excitement over the new partnership. This is a new avenue for our films. Alongside the stories we continue to tell with our longtime family at Universal and our other partners, will be incredibly fulfilling for me personally, since we get to embark on it together with Ted Sarandis, and I can't wait to get started with him, Scott Stuber, and the entire Netflix team. If Amblin sounds familiar, it's probably because of Amblin Entertainment, the production company nestled inside Amblin Partners that shepherded all kinds of movies to the big screen, from classics like E.T. the Extraterrestrial to odder entries like The House with a Clock in Its Walls. Amblin Partners doesn't have an exclusive relationship with Netflix, however. Deadline reports the company will produce and develop films simultaneously for Universal Pictures as well. So that right there kind of tells you where this is going. Are you going to get E.T. for Netflix? No. You're going to get The Post. You're going to get maybe like Always. You're going to get films, smaller films, dramas most likely, that'll go straight to Netflix, and you're going to get Indiana Jones 5, that kind of stuff. Well, Indiana Jones 5 is Disney now, but you know what I mean. You're going to get E.T. 2, the killer terrestrial or something. The sci-fi, the horror. I don't know about the horror, but you know what I mean. The explosion movies. Let's see. Spielberg has made comments in the past that some have construed as being critical of streaming services, especially Netflix's practice of running a film in theaters for a few weeks to qualify for awards. Quote, I don't believe that films are just given token qualifications in a couple of theaters for less than a week should qualify for an Academy Award nomination, Spielberg said in his lead-up to the 91st Oscars. Still, splitting Amblin's output between Universal and Netflix means that where it matters, likely Spielberg directs himself, and the theatrical experience will be preserved. And as for Netflix, even if a new Spielberg-directed project ever graces its servers, it still gets the benefit of his name and the long Hollywood history behind Amblin. If the project never graces its servers, it will still have the benefit of his name and long Hollywood history behind Amblin, which is maybe just as worthwhile as tossing a bone to Martin Scorsese every once in a while, which we saw Marty Scorsese do the same thing. To me, this is kind of... Netflix has been throwing a lot of money at a lot of stuff. In fact, they're kind of overpaying. They $450 million, $450 million, somewhere in there, for the Knives Out franchise. I think what they're trying to do is, it's a flex. They're showing the competitors that they have the cash to overpay for this stuff to kind of to keep them out, to gatekeep, to make sure that they stay king of the mountain. Although they are not. Netflix has dropped. They are no longer top dog. So we'll see. I mean, is signing a deal with Steven Spielberg and Amblin Studios going to put them back on top? Who knows? It depends on the quality of the stuff. And I got to tell you, when I was younger, we had these things called video stores, right, kids? And you know what would happen a lot? I'd walk in the video store, and there's just rows and rows of VHS tapes, the covers. And you'd wander around, and you'd pick up a handful of them, and you couldn't make up your mind what to watch. And then you go, whoa, I've been in here 90 minutes. Now it's too late to go home and watch it. Forget it. And just walk out, go get something to eat, and go home or something. I do that now on the streaming services. I sit there, and I flip through all the thumbnails, and then I just give up. I'm like, I don't feel like watching any of this now because I can't make up my mind. It's a digital wasteland, and I don't know if having Steven Spielberg's name on is going to change much at all. So anyway, love to know what you think. Leave the comment below. Smash the like, dislike, whatever you want to do, but please subscribe to the channel to help us grow, and I will be back with some more news, I'm sure. Looks like a busy Tuesday. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up below. Also, please subscribe to GeekTime TV. It really helps us grow the channel. And make sure you hit that bell icon in order to receive notifications every time we drop new content here. You can also check us out on social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at GeekTimeNet. Thanks again for watching. We will see you soon.
Say, kids, what time is that?